In this lesson, we're going to review how to navigate through the VBA interface in Excel and the basic features and menu options of VBA. To navigate the VBA interface, we have to follow the following steps. The first step is to save your file as a macro-enabled workbook. To do this, go to the File tab, then select the Save As option, and under File Name, you'll find a drop-down menu. Select it and click on the option to save the file as a macro-enabled workbook. The file is being saved as a macro-enabled workbook so that we can create and run macros and communicate and save the VBA code through Excel. Next, in the second step, you can activate the VBA interface by either pressing Alt-11 or by clicking the Visual Basic through the Developer tab. In most cases, the Developer tab is not automatically activated. To activate it, go to File, Options, click on the Customize ribbon, and on the main tabs list, the Developer tab box will be unchecked. Simply click it and then press OK. Then click on the Visual Basic from the Developer tab. The Visual Basic window will appear as a separate window with reference to the Excel file from which it has been navigated through. Now let's do an overview of the main tabs and some of the commonly used options in VBA. The File tab contains options to save the file, import a file containing the VBA code, or export the current file that contains the VBA code. For advanced users, it's worthwhile to note that you can also use the shortcut keys to easily navigate through tasks. The View tab consists of many options. The first option, Code, navigates through current VBA code. The second option, Object, is used to navigate to the user form objects. The user form objects are interactive tools that you can add in Microsoft Excel, such as adding a command button or a drop-down menu using the sub-features of form controls or ActiveX controls. You can add multiple instructions with these forms through VBA codes. If you want to view how the code looks in Excel, you can use this View Object option or press Shift F7. The first and second options can be used to toggle between code and its corresponding user form object. The rest of the options are separately discussed next. The object browser can be accessed in VBA by going to the View and then selecting Object Browser or by pressing the F2 key. There are countless libraries here for the user to choose from, and it also contains many other details which we'll discuss in upcoming lessons. The View tab also consists of Immediate Window option. This is an important function during the debugging phase, and it will be explained when we introduce the topic of debugging. When this option is selected, the window appears and the bottom of the VBA window can be closed by pressing the Close key on the Windows tab. The View tab also consists of Local Window option. This is also an important function during the debugging phase, and we'll explain it in more detail when we introduce the topic of debugging. When this option is selected, the window appears at the bottom of the VBA window. It can be closed by pressing the Close key on the Windows tab. The View tab also consists of Watch Window option. This is also an important function during the debugging phase, and we'll explain it when we introduce the topic of debugging. When this option is selected, the window appears at the bottom of the VBA window, and it can be closed by pressing the Close key on the Windows tab. The Project Explorer can be accessed in VBA by going to the View tab and then selecting Project Explorer, or by pressing the Control and R key. It appears on your left, where you can navigate easily between Microsoft Excel objects and modules. You don't need to worry about this right now. We'll explain it in further detail later in our course. You can also toggle between View Code and View Object from the Project Explorer navigation. The project properties can be accessed in VBA by going to the View tab and then select Properties window or by pressing the F4 key. The general project properties are displayed. We can also amend these properties if we want to. They are sorted either in alphabetical order or by category. Project properties are details about the characteristics of the VBA code that you currently work on, such as font size, color, and many other font format options, and contain other general options such as cell width, height, and so on. Suppose you add a command button from the user form options. The project properties will show the details of the command button. The user forms can be accessed in VBA by going to the Insert tab and then selecting User Forms. It'll open a window where we can place interactive controls from a list of options and can create thousands of forms, such as forms for data entry. These forms will be covered later in our course. So far we have discussed VBA navigation options. Now that we know how to navigate VBA in Excel, we're going to introduce the VBA module that'll be used to write or paste a VBA code containing instructions for Excel to follow. As previously mentioned, you don't need to learn the VBA programming language necessarily in significant depth because there's a lot of customized code that's already available on the internet. We've also compiled a list of codes that you can generally use, and it covers a majority of the repeated work processes that exist in Excel today. We'll share these codes and explain their syntax as the course progresses. You can easily work around the VBA code if you know how to open the window where the VBA code is saved and then run the code. To open the VBA module, go to the Insert tab and then click on Module. The module window will open. You will have two tabs on top. General and Declarations are set by default. We will discuss these in detail when we start writing codes. The general option here is to specify the VBA object through which the code is run. The declarations are the sub-procedures that you want to perform with your code. They are a set of instructions for Excel to follow through the VBA code. When you define a sub-procedure, its name appears here. It's helpful if you have a line of code with multiple sub-procedures and you want to navigate to a specific sub-procedure in the VBA code. Another good practice in using Microsoft applications is to navigate to the Help function by pressing the F1 key or accessing it through the Help tab. Microsoft has detailed explanations of VBA functionalities that can easily be used to recall concepts that we're going to learn through this VBA course. We can access a lot of options from the toolbar or by using shortcut keys. We can also customize the toolbar to show our commonly used options so that it's easier to navigate between tasks. As you see, the toolbar contains the following functions by default: Toggle to Excel, Insert User Form, Save File, Cut, Copy or Paste function, Find function, Undo and Redo function, Run macro, Break code, or Reset, Design mode, Project Explorer, Properties window, Object Browser, Toolbox, Help function, and Toolbar options. So this was a brief overview of the VBA interface. It has a simple navigation interface option. We're going to expand on all of these options as we move along in the course so that you can make the most of the VBA application. Now that we know how to access the VBA and open the module from the Insert tab, we can easily write VBA codes or paste already available codes and run it within our Excel application. Hey guys, thanks for watching this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe from you. And if you want to learn more about Microsoft Excel, check out these videos above. And don't forget to check out our website, commercecurve.com, where we have lots of in-depth finance and accounting courses available with full training workbooks. All of our courses come with complete workbooks of lessons, examples, pre-built financial models, and training video. Hope to see you there.